I'm glad that you get to have these epiphanies in life.
I'm glad that it comes at such a late age to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To give it that much gravity.
When you realize, when you're...
Because when you're young, if you knew that, whatever, that's what it means. But now it's like, holy shit, that's what it means.
Go back and watch 90s Batman. It will change your life.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Again.
That's the best. Black and White has another feature. I forget what it's called. Dream Radar.
Is it still DS?
Yeah. It's going to be 3DS.
It's going to be 3DS?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good.
Because they're going to take advantage of the 3DS cam, and you can carry your 3DS around and catch Pokemon in real life. And it's called the Dream Radar. And if you're close to them...
It's optional.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to do it in the game. No, this
is
is like an application. It's an extra application that comes with the game.
Have you guys been out there? I'm gonna go get raped.
So have you played with the 3DS's little 3D?
Yeah,
like you put the card down and you
We tried.
That's pretty.
Right. So you do that with this Dream Radar, and there will be real Pokemon, or there will be Pokemon that will appear.
Yeah.
And you can catch them and put them in your game.
So this has to be a completely new mode.
It's an application. It's a standalone application. So Dream Radar.
And it just transfers over to the game?
Uh-huh.
So you, battle, your Pokemon come up, and...
I don't know how it's going to work, how you capture it. Because, with the walkie thing, the Pokemon
pedometer.
Yeah, they have this little mini game where you pick little grass.
This is how little Digivices were when I loved Digimon so
much.
Oh,
Digimon were great. That was the shit.
First generation Digimon.
We played it. See, and I will not... I mean, if there was a way to battle Digimon, I'm sure me and my family would be like, oh, let's link up and battle Digimon. Yeah, we'll do that.
Because I lived out.
They did a game. They played Super Smash Brothers for Digimon.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool. We played a lot of Digimon games on the PS1. There was 3 of them. We played the shit out of those.
It was kind of bad, though.
Man, no.
It was kind of a really bad game.
It was great.
Yeah,
don't ruin my childhood.
Nostalgia is such a soft cushion.
If you ruin my childhood for Digimon, I'll ruin your childhood.
It was a bad game. Pokemon was a good game. We can say that.
Yeah.
15 years later. But Digimon was...
Yeah, Digimon was still horrible. First season Digimon was good.
Let's not go down that road.
Hey.
That's almost the same conversation as there's only 150 original Pokemon.
So what were we talking? Pokemon Black and White 2.
It came out in Japan on the 23rd.
Soon released a pretty...
So I think in the fall. August, something like that.
Why did they get it so early?
Because they're Japanese and they love themselves.
But normally regional releases are only a few weeks or within 3 days of each other.
It depends on the person putting the game out. They have to dub everything.
Is it still Game Freak all these years later?
I think so. I feel like it is.
Probably one of
it
them.
might just be Nintendo just
absorbed them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they banked that's the only IP they'll ever need. Because my kids will play Pokemon. I'll make sure of it.
Well,
there'll be 8,000 by then.
Jonathan had my son. His name is Jonathan. He's 7. He's 8. He's 7. He turns 8 in September. He had Heart Gold when it came out. He got Black whenever Black and White 1 came out, and he's seen me playing on the emulator, and he's like, well, I want to play that too. So I loaded that up on his computer. And
Did you have to explain to him that this was your Pokemon? This was Dad's Pokemon before you had Gold and stuff?
Oh yeah, we had the conversation these are the real Pokemon. Everything you played with so far is not the real Pokemon.
You've been living in a dream world, Neo.
These are the only ones that really matter. So, yeah, we had that conversation.
Okay.
Heracross.
Alright, so we have more. I'm just going to go out and say it. We have more content this time, so I'm going to accept longer than normal. Since we're actually have substance in this one. Alright, and what else you had?
Unreal Engine 4, but that may be something we want to talk about, because that's more of a...
Is it its own podcast?
Almost its own podcast, I would think so.
I have a lot to say about it, really.
What?
I mean...
What?
The implications are great, but also...
That's what I want to talk about. What does it mean?
Annoying.
What does the Unreal Engine 4
The Unreal Engine 4 means it's going to lie dormant in the cave that it's in until the new console.
The first Unreal Engine 4 game is supposed to come out next year.
On what? What can handle that? It's going to melt. It's going to be a crisis
situation.
It's scalable. It's what?
It's scalable.
Yeah, you can scale it back.
But I want that. I want the guy coming out of the
Yeah,
lobby
you're not going to get the demo.
that
You're
I-
not going to get the demo.
that I
in
will put up
2013.
for everyone to see. That is
So-
gorgeous.
Do you want to have this discussion? We can.
What? You're our biggest viewer right now. So-
Yes, biggest viewer and
we can do.
discussion contributor.
Do you guys want to do half and half? Like I'll split later in post. I'll split this into
No,
Week
I don't
3.
care.
part 1, week 3, part 2.
It's your thing.
Because if we go all out, I don't think this will load as a single YouTube video for as long as we can talk. Because mine won't. Even if like our hour and a half ones, it like stops loading midway and has to rebuffer.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll do
I
it.
get it.
We can do it in part
We're
1 and
already
2.
53 minutes in.
Yeah, we'll do it parts. We'll go in
Okay.
parts.
I just the Unreal Engine 4. Okay, so here was going to be the starter of the conversation. The hardware under the hood of an iPad 2 is the same as the hardware that's in an Xbox 360. Okay,
I don't want to believe it, but
that is
I do. I don't want to believe that.
it has that sort of really. It has been the longest dry season for console switches that I've ever experienced in my life. Even from NES to SNES and Sega. As in, we don't have the next Xbox or PS3.
Yeah, but that makes sense economically. You see what I mean? Are you saying that
We can make an iPad
the life
too?
cycles are
The life cycle
Are extending.
is much
That's-
longer.
very consumer friendly? Very, and I'm enjoying that so much. I will squeeze the life out of my 360. I understand what you mean. Is like there's no technological advances, which would disappoint someone like you.
What do you expect to see under the? Where do you Okay, so
Tell me why I haven't.
do I?
seen
I mean, I don't want to. I want to have the discussion that gets there. I don't want to just walk you down the path, but
I want to know. I mean, you say that, but nothing I've seen shows me. Like, I can look at numbers and I can match up specs. That's one thing. But I have not seen anyone use them, so to me, it doesn't mean anything. It's not grounded yet.
so what are the implications of the Unreal Engine 4? Have you played Infinity Blade 2 on your cell phone?
I haven't, because it's like $8.
It is expensive, and it's kind of
But people are going to pay that for the game.
it's not great.
But I don't see. I mean, I don't see anything
Longest
that
dry
looks
season.
like.
Used game sales
Are up.
and software has turned into, or actual new game software has turned into, I'm going to sell you 75% of the game right now, and you can buy the rest of the DLC later. I've stopped seeing DLC as genuine add-on content. Most of the time, I'm like, that shit should have been with the game when I bought it.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people feel about like DLC release that day of launch.
Right? 5 extra maps.
Which
Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect 3.
It gave you DLC
The day of.
The day of. I'm like, why just
Okay.
put it in
I can
there?
see
Why
both
not
ways.
just put it in the game?
I can see both ways.
So the conversation, the implications of the Unreal Engine 4 to me, that was the biggest thing of E3 to me, was
Was Unreal release? Unreal 4 demo?
the speed at which hardware that we bring into our house and hook up to a TV, technology advancement, has slowed.
Yes.
The speed at which tablet and mobile device hardware has gone faster than anything in my life. It's pretty much the fastest progressing technology I've ever seen. It's incredible.
It's a branch
It's
off
insane.
of cellular devices, which to me, I feel like they're just going to, since day one, they've just ran with. And that to me is a branch off of that.
So now put yourself in a CEO's position.
Yes.
Sony.
Did you stick your tongue out on purpose at Sony just now?
Yes.
Okay.
It was one. What is that TV show? Where the guy talks about, or he determines if people are liars. He's like a human
Oh,
lie
yeah.
detector.
Lie to me or something like that.
Yeah, lie to me. How much would it really be worth it to you and your company, in the future of your company, to make another one of those?
Specify another one of those.
The next
To
PS3.
make the next generation?
Yeah.
How much would it be?
Yeah.
It'd
How
be a
important?
huge setback.
How important would it? What would it do to you if you made a PS3 or a PS4?
PlayStation 4. The long term would hopefully outweigh the short term monumental losses. You got R&D for years and years and years, and then you have
On hardware technology that will not keep up with tablet and cell phone technology.
I mean, you can't keep up with it.
You're
You
going
can't.
to launch something that is behind. And for the most part, when the Xbox 360 and PS3 came out, they weren't too far behind PC and desktop or PC and laptop. They weren't too far behind. They were still behind, obviously.
Well, yeah, but to say that it wasn't by much is actually really saying something. But I mean, when you put it like that, there's just not a whole lot of point to put out the next.
The scalability of the Unreal Engine 3 and
But they're two different markets, though. There's the Venn diagram of us who are going to have both. It's going to be a big slice of it. But there's also people that don't want a tablet. There's also people that don't want a console.
why do the people who don't want a tablet not want them? What do you want a tablet?
I can do with it. I can do without it.
Do you own one?
No.
I don't own one.
I have one, but it's not this super powerful machine.
Right.
It's a Nook.
The people who don't want tablets, why don't they want them?
Expense, use. There's no practical use for that they see. They might be.
As a gamer, why don't you want them?
As a gamer, I want one. I've seen what this can do now,
Mm-hmm.
and it simulates, AAA amazing titles on the go. So yes, I do want one, but I honestly can't see why you would want one.
So,
I'd like to sit in the comfort of my own home. If I want to sit down and play a game,
Yeah, if you're
I
going
want
to
to
immerse
sit
yourself
here
to that
and play a
level,
game. That's
You
why I
wanna be
play
home.
games. So I
You
can
wanna be
immerse
home.
myself.
yeah.
Look, I don't want to be sit at the mall playing something super immersive. I'm outside doing something. I don't want to be like, okay, game
road
time
trips, stuff like that.
Road
Commutes.
trips, yeah, but
I can see commutes and stuff, but there's going to be a split demographic in this case. It's going to be the business owners that have tablets, and then the gamers that want tablets to game for this crazy hardware. Right? Okay, so continue with what you're saying.
well, it's a really, really long, drawn-out discussion. It's already gone, I don't know how long, and I feel like my recording has stopped. So,
I think you're good. Mine's red. Yours is red.
but the time stopped.
Mine is good. Restart it. Go again.
Okay.
There's no timestamp on that.
There isn't one. That scares and bothers me a lot. I'm going to just start up,
Do it again.
and we'll find out if that's all completely gone. Because that'll just make me so sad.
That will, because you were talking
A long time. Yeah.
Do you want to see if it plays real quick?
No. We can see when it's over.
Oh, God, that is kind of
Super
Mine's still
disappointing.
going an hour and 2 minutes strong.
I see yours going, sir. So, it's a huge conversation. It's a really long conversation. Obviously, I'm going somewhere with it, but we can have a whole podcast about it. Unreal Engine 4 has massive implications to all gamers everywhere. It means a lot, and what it means, I don't think enough people realize.
Alright, so we're going to need something after that. You just kind of did Yoda Gandalf on us. And we need
I'm
something.
sorry. We are undergoing, and it's great because it's
a hardware shift.
This is called a paradigm shift.
That's right.
It happens in all. I mean, there was a paradigm shift into the internet age and the information age. There's a paradigm shift into the PC age.
From like hard information to encyclopedias to
I mean,
Wikipedia.
the Industrial Revolution was a paradigm shift. We are
I want to see this
on the beginning of a paradigm shift,
in technology.
and this is the first time that I have been old enough skill sets to be able to I can capitalize on this paradigm shift. I know that it's happening. I'm aware of it taking place, and I can be a part of it.
Yeah.
And it means a lot. And it's crazy how, just like what you said, that same perception, your business people with your tablets and your gamers who love games, and nobody, and I guess everybody knows, and that's what I was going with the CEO of and I'll just say it straight out. There's no reason that thing right there can't just be a tablet that you carry with you also that has an HDMI plug in it and peripherals, controllers, everything. There's nothing about a tablet.
Okay. Well, you say peripherals, that seems completely.
And then you pick it up and you take it and you play it like you play a
convincing to me.
PSP.
Because
and then you sit it down and you play and you do your wireless
because
controller.
Me and Shaq and millions of other people are going to want this home theater experience and not a tablet that's not comfortable to hold and play.
Right.
So the difference between what I was wanting you to answer, the difference between people who do not want to play on a tablet and do want to play on a tablet is in their standard playing. You play first-person shooters with a controller. I play first-person shooters with a game board, with a keyboard and mouse. Period. There is absolutely no reason that those things cannot be attached to a tablet. No reason. So if you could play your PS3 hooked up to the home theater experience and play it at the train station, the same games, the same everything,
why not?
Why not?
Yeah. That's actually scary. Shaq, are you completely
sorry?
No, he
freaked out?
He makes a good point.
It's just like Twilight Zone. My life is about to turn into. I don't want that. Like I can see the convenience. I can see that there's really no reason not to, other than the fact that it's like when video games first came out. I'm the parent that says it's bad. Something new is bad. Let's not do that.
Yeah,
that's what's happening right here.
As they made World of Warcraft more and more casual friendly, you didn't have to raid 35 hours a week, and slowly but surely they add little things in that you can do. They make it super friendly, and then last year they create a raid finder where you can just jump in and join raids.
For raid and dungeon finder,
okay,
awesome.
But what's the point here? I don't want to get sidetracked on WoW.
They made it convenient enough, but at the same time they sacrifice WoW's integrity.
The hardcore strategy people who do not want it, a loud majority, are not are really the minority, the vocal minority, and that's what we are. The reality is
it's going to happen because
it's
money.
Right.
Yeah. It's inevitable to happen.
But this is over the next 15 years. 2 years.
Yep.
Way off. Okay.
So,
but no, I can't see.
When you said 2014 Unreal Engine 4 game
on a tablet, man. I don't want to live in that world.
To the point where
power of a machine.
What is the Wii U? I mean, that should have been one of the first giveaways.
Power of a machine and size of a machine should have a correlation to me.
The Wii U's already destined. It's already looking like it's set up to fail.
No,
it's already having a power
Nintendo's
issue.
going to destroy it.
It has a power issue already.
Yeah, so did the 360. It's called the Red Ring.
Yeah,
that's because they rushed it. This one has a power issue. They're not rushing anything.
How do you know that?
I know they're not rushing it. I've pulled the heat sink off. I pulled the heat sink off my original Xbox 360, and the way they glob.
I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, the way they put that freaking. It's like someone was putting this together, going heat paste, heat sink, just.
Where you're supposed to use like little minute. Tiny
You're supposed to spread it out across the entire processor, very thin.
Dude, I mean. It's not even released yet, so they're gonna have problems with it. They'll have problems with it after it releases.
The PS3 had issues.
Yeah, no, it still does.
The PS3 still does have issues.
Yeah.
I finished editing one morning, and I was like, I just had enough time to like game for a little bit until I needed to go to sleep for work. It's like, fuck yes, I'm gonna play some Killzone. Nope, install, download. I totally forgot about that. So that's mine still. I'm gonna bitch about it until I die. That's bullshit.
Just wait till you have
and then I just wanted to view trophies. I just wanted to view what the trophies were. We gotta install the trophies Hold on, we'll be right with you.
You're gonna hate because along with the tablet console, I guess we'll call it, with its own peripherals and everything,
It seems clunky.
The generation of purchasing a CD and having a CD in the thing
It's over.
It's over. You're going to be downloading the software.
I hear that's fine. I'm fine with that on demand, but that completely eliminates.
And let's be honest, new games already do it. Yeah, I mean, you don't get the final product. You get patched when you put it in.
But like, hey, check out this game I bought. GameFly's out. There's no GameFly. There's no used sales. GameStop, their biggest retailer, gone. No used. I mean, they make most of their sales from used games. They make most of their money from used games.
So long of the days of shareable, archived video game media.
All that shit I have,
Oh shit! I want to share with other people.
So, I'm sorry. You're right. This was an entire other podcast, and it was one of my main things.
It was an entire other podcast.
No.
So we're gonna break it into pieces, though.
Yeah, we were gonna break it into pieces, so we can talk all we want. So you're good.
So again, like I said, the biggest thing from E3 for me was that
I don't know
Unreal
if I want
Engine
you
4.
on next time podcast.
I don't blame you at all.
I'm happy in my own little Matrix world.
See, it's good
just
to
want Morpheus on me.
Yeah, it's good to realize that and say, okay, hey, this is something I expected. This is what we have to look forward to, even though we might not like it. Like everything that we usually see up front, firsthand, we're like, man, we don't like that. When we saw Spider-Man, it's like, man, they're gonna fuck it up. When we saw DMC, it's like, man, they're gonna fuck it up.
No, I had hope for DMC. You thought they were gonna fuck it up.
It looked horrible.
Day one, I showed you that. It was the first Rumble Pack practice podcast I showed you, and you're like, that looks like shit. And now
it did look like shit. Tell me it didn't look like shit.
I wanted it so bad. You were upset about Young Dante.
I was upset by young British. Yeah, British.
Tangent.
Oh, can I be mad at y'all for that conversation? Fortuna has always reminded me of downtown London. It has never the way that his detective show.
No, it's more like Rome.
Like so Italy.
Yeah.
It's so Italy to me.
European.
It's European.
I get it.
London?
Italy.
London?
You didn't mean London. You meant something else.
Yeah.
I just meant European. I used that as a
old
kind of
architecture.
stereotypical.
He meant old architecture.
But of course, as Americans, we're gonna want
mid
our
maybe 1800s
protagonist to be American, of course.
As
As long as he's not thick London like.
When I
Alright, there, Governor. We'll go on real quick.
The cops chasing him.
Put the kettle on. I'll be right with this.
The sprawling castles, and I don't know.
Okay.
Even in the anime, just the way that I almost felt like that I could see Big Ben in the in the background.
It's always been small European to me, not ever British exactly.
I'm not talking about now. I'm talking. I mean, it's been, I guess, maybe Old English.
Can I get mad at you guys about that conversation?
It made me so mad. I'm like, how can you? I mean, I could totally. I hadn't really paid attention to his voice or the sound up, but I'm like, what would be the problem? Because it's always been European to me. Like from the day that I played the first one.
He's not once had an accent.
He's had
not once.
He's had a standard flat voice. Yes. For whoever played his voice, I forget the guy's name. But either way, the way that his detective company /
xenophobic.
He had a freaking. Wasn't Butler's name in the guy that fixed stuff in the anime?
I don't remember.
In his thing?
I don't know why I deleted that. I copied it from you and I just deleted it. I don't know why.
It's on Netflix, bro.
I did do that to you, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you ever watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just saying. I was mad at that whole conversation, and I'm like...
Well, it's a reboot, I understand that, but he never had an accent, and I wanted to maintain that. That's one of the things I wanted to be tradition.
Everything else can be Italian or European. The whole lore, Fortuna, everything.
I don't want him to be Italian. I don't want any of that.
The whole mythology of him looked Roman. You have a bunch of people and followers in the church.
Demons.
You have demons, angels. That doesn't scream British to me, does it?
No.
Doesn't scream
That's
British.
more. That's more Divine Comedy. Italian back to
Rome.
Alighieri and all that stuff.
I don't know. For him to have a British accent, I was just like, man.
I've come to accept it, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to be wrong.
I could picture Dante as a rebel, somebody at that age would be rebelling, but not as much. I guess he gets his cool demeanor later because he doesn't seem like he.
Yeah, because like when you're playing as Nero, right,
Yeah.
and you go to fight Dante, he's just fucking chill.
Yeah,
and
he's
so I love it so much. But on Dante Must Die or whatever, this super hard mode, that's where I dropped it. Is when Nero gets to Dante. Nope, I'm done. It's impossible.
Which one did you enjoy playing as?
Nero was a good twist. I thought you didn't like Nero.
I
I thought he was kind of
it was okay to play as,
a
but
Luke Skywalker pussy.
I'll never not love to play as Dante.
Yeah, everyone loves
Dante has. You can play as 4 styles and beat the game as Dante any way you want with those 4 styles.
Devil May Cry 1. He
One.
gets stabbed and he's like,
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing all that.
he's just like, you can have this back. I don't want this. Take the sword.
now.
But 3, the intro to 3 is just obnoxious.
The intro to 3 is amazing.
It's so obnoxious.
What do you mean obnoxious?
I'm gonna skate on this demon around and kill other demons while I skate on him. And
It's
then
young Dante.
and then he kicks or he throws his feet on the desk and the phone flips up and he's like, "Yeah, I do this all the time."
Because he does. He does.
At
And
some
the
point,
pizza falls flat on the box. It's just so obnoxious.
What do you mean obnoxious? That's
It's so
amazing.
obnoxious.
is this jealousy? I think you're a little bit
I'm a little
jealous
jealous
of
of
You are
Dante.
I'm a little
He
jealous
kept the
about that.
blade in his hand and somebody stabbed him and started beating
You know
other
what he
people's
also
ass.
does? He also holds the blade on his shoulder, like vertically.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, after pulling his sword out of his chest, I don't see a problem with anymore. But I wouldn't.
I mean, watching the anime, playing all the games, he wants to die. He doesn't want to be alive. He does not want to live.
You can see he's getting bored with life toward 4.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't want anything.
This is not this. He would love it if his life was just taken, and he has realized
But he
that.
can't die.
Yeah, he's realized that's never going to happen.
Yeah, he's immortal.
Fuck it. Just gonna hold
I
the
guess
neck.
it's a good idea to make a reboot then.
And that's why he has so much life and just energy and I'm
And he's a
ready.
punk, and he's like,
Yeah.
got a nice ring to it, don't it?
Yeah. I mean, this is when he was just figuring himself out more in life.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on that tangent either.
Oh, yeah.
We all love Devil. We all love
Yeah, I love
Dante and Devil May
Devil
Cry here. So
I
we're
love
fine.
Capcom. I would have still been with PlayStation 3
Alright, let's get
if
with-
they wouldn't have lost.
What fuck Capcom right now? It's so hard.
The whole reason that I wanted to be on this is to provide that perspective that my one specialty, which is MMOs and PC
Yeah,
gaming.
like that's what we're trying to get
and-
Mark on for, and he's another one of your.
Yeah, I mean,
He's your style, but he's not your,
Style.
big picture style.
Yeah.
We're all kind of just here, and you're kind of everywhere.
sorry.
So that's why that's why I
Sorry.
wanted to bring him on, is because
I do know everything.
as much
about
as we like to
everything.
think that we're having a greater viewpoint, we're not really.
Sorry, I'm
Having my
sorry.
viewpoint,
I
that's
really
what
am.
it
Yeah, like only he could truly show me what Unreal 4 means, instead of us just being like, that looks amazing.
Look at those pretty graphics. The lighting's
lava,
great.
The lava and the rocks crumbling.
This means something else. The world's changing and
Look at that demon head. It's so.
I mean, it would have been better
Realistic.
than that, but it wouldn't have been changing our lives forever, you know.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, so fuck. Was that all you had? Unreal,
Unreal,
Pokemon.
the world of MMOs, and Diablo 3 patch. And Diablo 3, because obviously, I mean, it's a big thing, and
What's the patch exactly?
it made the game horrible.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely horrible.
That early in its
Took away
release
everything that Diablo has ever been, and it's infuriating.
Okay, so it's already in May. It came out in May.
it's like a priest patch.
It is now the end of June, and they already killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go into because you guys can go off forever, but let's
Diablo,
summarize
let
what
me-
happened,
let
what
me-
it was, and what's wrong with it now.
And I played Diablo 1. I borrowed this from my friends one time, from my friend one time in high school. Played it. I never really played Diablo 2. Watched a lot of videos, but I know what Diablo's about. I love Diablo-esque games. I loved 2 Human on the Xbox, and I wish that they had. It wasn't big enough. It could have been a lot more than it was, and I was hoping 2 Human 2 would have added more to it. It
shouldn't be called 2 Human 2. It should be called 2 Human.
2 Human. But that's in the whole. What Diablo is about is you kill the same damn thing over and over and over and over again until your eyes bleed.
It's just a grinder.
You farm up whatever spot, and you hope for good dice rolls on whatever loot drops, and you just do it, and you do it, and you do it. And there were elements like that in Diablo 3 that I capitalized on, that I thought were great. I'm like, good, these are genuine areas to do what the essence of Diablo has always been. Start up the same quest, complete the damn quest, leave it, start it up again, and just do it, you know?
Yeah.
Start up the quest, break all the pots, get all the gold out of the pots, run through it in 5 minutes, and do it again and again and again, or kill a boss again and again and again. And slowly but surely, Blizzard has taken that out as an option. They have anything that anybody did multiple times, or many times, for the most part, they made it worthless.
In order to attract casual gamers.
So, damn, why is this?
They did the same thing to WoW.
What is happening though? Why is this pattern?
And to make it even worse, people who did it legitimately, like myself, I'd go and kill a boss over and over again myself just to get XP, because I played through the game already on my monk. I hit level 60 already. Now I want to hit level 60 on my demon hunter, and I don't want to play the damn game anymore. Yeah, it's a cap. I want to just get to level 60 and start working on Inferno mode and doing progression. I played the game. So you would utilize one of these, just repeat instead of playing the game normally. No, you play through my fucking game 10 times. No, I don't want to play through your game 10 times. I played through it once, it's great, I had a good time. Now I just want to be max level and work on another character and gear him out. Sorry.
I'm not entirely understanding what they've done to screw this up. You say they've taken out the nature of what makes Diablo. And
that's the main point.
They took out, so if you can't grind anymore to make your character special?
Well,
I don't know, I'm missing something. I don't know.
When you sped through Mass Effect 3,
yeah,
what was the point? To catch up?
To catch up to you, to everyone else.
Let's say now that you wanted to play as a different character.
Yeah, like now I'm back at 1 now.
Okay.
With a new Shepherd, new class.
New class, maybe a FemShep.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Exactly.
How much are you really looking forward to replaying through all that stuff?
I love to. So I like
the storyline's good, and the story is
because
good.
I didn't do any side missions, and the only reason I did side missions in 3 is to get my war assets up.
So let's.
But your point is that I shouldn't be looking forward to it.
Well, let's imagine that you did do all the side quests. You farmed all the minerals off all the planets. In run 1. Now you're going in on
so
1, 2.
No,
you're done.
Not, yeah,
right?
I would not want to.
But what if I forced you to?
It would kill the spirit of the game. So they're forcing you to play through everything again to get what you would normally get.
Or what you could now just power boost, or you could just exploit, if you will, exploit a quest and just do it over and over again to get to max level as fast as possible, so you can work on the max level stuff. If I gave you the option to do that through Mass Effect and do it in 1/4 of the time,
I would of course say yes.
They took away that option. Not to mention, the Real Money Auction House played a huge role in a lot of the changes that they made. It's a whole other podcast. This is a whole other podcast.
They're too interesting of topics, really.
Yeah, there really are. And
basically,
I said it once.
The
and it fit.
The big driving factor is at the Real Money Auction House, and
explain that to a non-MMO player.
Well, and Diablo 3 isn't really an MMO. It's more of a
non-PC, non-anything.
When you buy items that other people have to sell, you go through Diablo and you pick up your items and you get a good one. But it's not for your class. But you need gold.
So you sell it.
So you sell it.
And it's not to an in-game NPC, like merchant.
Right. You put it up and someone else buys it from you, especially if it's a good item. You can make some okay in-game currency.
Right.
Now imagine that there were 2 auction houses. One auction house only takes in-game currency. The other
No,
auction
you're not going to
house,
see real money.
yes, you
Yeah.
can purchase
What?
the items with your PayPal account.
How, is that legal?
Yes. PayPal gets cut, Blizzard gets cut of the sale, but at the end of the day, you
He
get
with the biggest wallet wins.
and so you can just buy your way the best gear or whatever. The best items, obviously, are selling for the max that you can sell an item for is $250.
That's ridiculous.
People that play MMOs are petty. Not saying that Diablo's an MMO, but
Like, so many developers, I've heard developer commentary and developer things, and they make it a point that the person with the biggest bank account shouldn't be on top of
Right? You can't. You shouldn't just buy your
Yeah.
max rank gladiator
You should earn
amazing.
everything. It's how life
and
should be.
and for the most part, if you go in with a big bank, and so the people who are able to really capitalize on these gold farming spots originally have huge golds in game currencies. They just opened the Real Money Auction House just about two weeks ago or so. It wasn't this past Tuesday; it was the Tuesday before that. But this whole time, the Real Money Auction House hasn't been available. It just now got opened, and this is just one of those things. It's just part of this paradigm shift where
It's just a means to make money.
you can just throw money at it, throw money at it, throw money at
As
it,
if Blizzard didn't have enough of all of
and
that.
and now as a legitimate player, where I would go in and farm pots. There's these little pots. You break them, gold falls out of them.
Yeah.
Yay! And you run through and you get 10,000 gold. And you just do it over and over again until you get money. And now you can't make money that way. I have no real way to make money. Especially the Diablo way of making money. I really have. I mean, it forces you that you get to the point where to progress, I have no option but to throw down $30 on some items to be able to progress further. And
loot farm, basically.
And I'm good. I'm really good at MMOs. I'm really good at point and click games. So I am speaking from the viewpoint of the normal person. Yeah. Not
As a
necessarily.
casual hardcore person.
Yeah, exactly. Someone who so, I have a level 60 monk and a level 60 demon hunter, and progressing through the hardest difficulty, doing the hardest stuff, isn't impossible for me. So that's not a big deal. I don't have to spend $250 to win. For me,
Yeah.
I did capitalize on some of the initial content as much as I possibly could. I definitely boosted my demon hunter while it was still capable to do that to get to level 60 versus leveling it up like I did my monk. But to make it even worse, all the bots, all the hackers, all the people who ran scripts and 100 accounts at a time going through and farming gold and taking advantage of all the different ways that you get tons of money, a lot of them got banned, and they did send out ways of ban, but the market is just flooded with this currency. They open up the Real Money Auction House. There's no hope. There's no hope as a gamer to come into this, and it's just been out how long?
Not even
Yeah,
a month,
it's just
or
barely-
a little over a month.
And if I had been reading the forums and I was on the fence about whether to get into Diablo 3
Because
because
make you not want to.
you would just go, what the hell's the point? All the
Yeah.
hackers and botters have hundreds of billions of gold because they capitalized on it before Blizzard changed it. All the people who are capable of getting through the
Like
content,
sitting down and
they can already get through the content and they can defeat it at the hardest difficulty without even trying.
Yeah.
And they're going to sell me their items that they get for $250 a pop on the auction house. What the hell is the point of playing?
Yeah.
And the biggest, most worst change of this patch is they drastically increased the cost to repair your gear. You go and die because they didn't want people. They're trying to force play styles. They didn't want you to body camp or res camp to die and come back and try again and die and come back and try again to get past content. They wanted you to stay alive through content. And their attempted fix is, we'll make it cost more to die. We're going to take away your ability to really get gold well and quickly. You can't really farm gold efficiently, and we're going to drastically increase the cost to die to where people have gotten to the point where they can't progress anymore because they don't have the money to repair their gear, and they can't make money to repair it. So they're sitting there.
So they can't play.
Yeah, except for to go back to an earlier difficulty, to nightmare mode or something, and beat on shit that they can kill pretty easily at such higher level, just to get enough gold to repair their gear again.
God, I feel like, up until now, I feel like that I've heard that Blizzard has always been a decent community-based developer. Like, they've always paid good attention to...
They've always paid too much attention to their community, I think.
Really?
They give in to... And that's that's probably the rose-tinted way of looking at it, because a lot of times if enough people cry about something, if enough people state something, they'll bend, and they'll be like, okay. But the reality is, that's not something that everybody wants. It's the people who are yelling and bitching and moaning about it that want that. And they'll
it's
make...
the loudest, it's not the most people.
Right. Yeah. And so they'll make knee-jerk changes based off these loud, bitchy, whiny,
Hunters.
entitled gamers. It's horrible.
You're in the conspiracy phase of
Yeah.
the industry of gaming. What were we even on before we went to... Or we were Diablo, that was your...
That was my last topic. Black and white. I wanted to talk about PSO2, but that can wait.
Okay. You want to go?
No, you're up.
Mine? Okay. I'll take, everything I have is just, like, so casually childish compared to the
Sorry.
conspiracy of Unreal 4 and Blizzard changes.
Yeah, but I like where you went with it. So.
I do. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying
I'm never coming back.
After that,
this is the last time you'll see
after
me.
all of that insight and input, I have Wreck-It Ralph, the movie. So
Good job, Trey.
So yeah, it just looks
man.
like I haven't seen, like, I don't think it's Pixar, but is it Pixar? I don't know.
I've never even heard of Wreck-It Ralph.
Really?
Yeah.
We should have watched that trailer before
I said I don't even know what that is, but
When I was talking about it.
all right. I kind of want to pause here and have you guys watch it.
tell me what Wreck-It Ralph is. How are we gonna do that? It's not 7 yet. Oh, okay.
I'll see if I can load it up. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna wreck it! Fix it, Leon! I can fix it!
Closing time, last game, everyone out.
My name's Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm gonna wreck it!
30 years I've been doing this. It starts to feel hard to love your job
I can fix it!
when no one else seems to like you for doing it.
Same as it ever
I'm
was.
gonna wreck it!
Same as it ever
I'm
was.
gonna wreck it!
Same as it ever
I'm
was.
gonna wreck it!
Sure must be nice being the good guy.
Nice share, Ralph. As fellow bad guys, we've all felt what you're feeling. I'm Zangief, I'm bad guy. Hi, Zangief. Ralph, you are bad guy. But this does not mean you're bad guy.
Zombie, bad guy.
Hi, zombie.
Zangief saying labels not make you happy. Good, bad. You must love you.
I don't want to be the bad guy anymore.
Ralph abandoned his game.
Where's the wrecking guy?
Welcome to Game Central Station. Trains for all game destinations now boarding.
Everything changes now.
Where's Ralph?
Stand by, my Cuberdese is a little rusty. Ralph's gone to hero's duty?
Get out of this game, buddy!
Ralph, you're game jumping?
What's your name?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Why are your hands so freakishly big?
I don't know. Why are you so freakishly annoying?
All right, ladies, the kitten whispers, and tickle fights stop now.
When did video games become so violent and scary?
Are you a hobo?
Listen, I try to be nice. You're mimicking.
You're
me.
mimicking me.
That is rude, and this conversation is over.
This conversation is over.
I get a good feeling, yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
So we just
So,
watched Wreck-It Ralph.
can I tell you what my first impression of Ralph is?
We just watched Wreck-It Ralph trailer. Go.
We did. So I saw Ralph and I said, he looks a lot like Trey.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was like
facially?
yeah, just his body, the way you all hold him. Like, I bet Trey would like this.
No, I just thought because
Why are your
it's-
hands freakishly big?
Why are your hands freakishly big?
It's just like a more mainstream integration of. I mean, it was Eggman,
Yeah.
and Bowser in a
That-
Pixar
I prefer
movie,
They definitely was.
and a Disney Pixar movie.
Exactly.
It'll be a great. There's freaking Cubert.
I mean, there was Cubert, and then
Cubert
there
was in there.
was the Call of Duty,
Hero Duty.
Hero Duty, and then there's you see a kart racing game that's obviously
Yeah, Mario
gonna be
Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of cool and also cute. Like, it was a movie I'd happily go see with Nicole. So I thought that was cool. But
That is cool. It brings about that very. I mean, it is a very deep argument and discussion to have. You know, we play as Donkey Kong as a hero now, right?
yeah,
He was a bad guy before.
he was the bad guy. We had that conversation one
Well,
podcast.
no.
Oh, did I
He
miss
was
that?
the bad guy, but did you ever play where Mario had his Donkey Kong Jr.? And you had to play as Donkey Kong.
Right, and get his son.
Yeah, I think that one. Which one came first? Wasn't it?
Donkey
It was
Kong.
Donkey Kong.
It was Donkey
the
Kong.
first Miyamoto game ever.
Yes, but how long did it take for the next one to come out?
Did he? I don't know.
I have no idea,
I think
but
it was like a year.
Donkey Kong definitely started it. If
Yes.
that's what you're getting at.
Yes,
That was Nintendo's boom. Like,
Yeah.
I
And
understand.
DK
that.
Donkey
my
Kong.
favorite Nintendo
No, I'm
character of all
saying
time.
Donkey Kong started the fight. I mean,
Yeah.
I would kidnap your son too if you fucked my wife. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't.
But what was our initial insight point?
That very deep. I mean that is a completely different emotional level to being with no villain. That when that came up and the floating box was there and there was no bad guy
Yeah.
without
A villain you don't have.
without Reapers and
without Eggman and
there is no game to play.
without Umbrella
There's no
Corporation.
game to
There's
play.
nothing.
Yeah.
There'd be no restaurant.
That's crazy.
And yet we hate them so much.
But they're needed.
They're made
Absolutely
to be
necessary.
hated.
So
Without
that's
the
going
yang
to be the
being
moral.
convinced.
And if they rebel and they want to be good,
But that applies to every story. Really, there's not ever going to be a character without a foil.
Yep.
So that's crazy. That's cool. I didn't think about that when I saw it. I was just like, God damn it, John, you made me look dumb.
I
You're
never.
so
So,
stupid.
I told you coming into this
You make
that
me
I'm an
so
asshole,
stupid.
and
No, it's
I
not-
have to be told.
It's not even your part. It's just that I need to step my game up because saying that I was just like, hey, that's Eggman.
I thought that stuff too. Bowser, Zangief, Bison, and Bison. Of course, I thought those things too. But there's that other thing going on with hey. That's
Yeah.
a genuine argument. This is genuine concern.
Yeah, he sees groundbreaking first, not hey, that's Eggman.
Well, I'm going to see surface level first, and then I'm going to work on.
We'll see. And again, I'm not being arrogant
You're
at
not.
all. I'm not being arrogant at all.
It's the way you are.
But I actually see them simultaneously. Like I see the
I
small
know. I
things.
have to sit there and cook on it for a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I'm
I want to go
never
see
coming
that.
back.
It was cool.
But yeah, it looks amazing. That's a great thing to talk about.
But it's also like
I wanna
I feel
hear
like they went.
Bowser's
I feel like they went half-assed with the licensing because you obviously have those named characters in that beginning room, and then Hero of Duty.
Oh yeah, yeah. They purchased as little as little as they possibly could
to make it
and then
believable.
to give you that immersion. Okay, I know what I'm talking about here. I know
Yeah.
what I'm in. And they probably splash a little bit throughout. You know,
There's
they'll
Cubert
throw
in
one.
there.
Yeah, they'll throw one in there just to
But
just
they're
to
not
make
gonna
sure
get
you're
Call
still
of Duty.
connected.
They would never ever get Call of Duty.
And that even looks.
It didn't look like Halo eats Call of Duty.
I was thinking Gears of War.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see Gears.
StarCraft.
It should be Gears of Duty.
Yeah, right.
It should be there.
But that would cause even
Double
that's over the
The
line.
Microsoft Gamecast.
Yeah.
Get a gameplay.
The Gaming Heads Portal Turret statue was my next cool little thing. It looks cool. It looks like that microphone. I'll put in a picture of it. It's 16-inch, has motion sensors, and plays sounds like, are you there? Like stuff.
Okay, so
moving
you're
around
basically pissing yourself when you walk in the room. I see.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it looks cool, and it's how much do you think it is?
$199.
4,000. 40,000.
Did you see how much it was, Shaq?
No.
Yes.
40,000.
It's not something stupid like that. It's
something stupid.
$324.99.
$324.
Yeah.
Ooh, how big of a statue are we talking?
16-inch.
You did say 16-inch, and I heard that. That's not
worth
gonna
it.
sell.
I will buy a huge full suit of.
You better walk around
Spartan
and play music.
Nightmare armor.
Right.
I better shoot.
I'd buy one of those replica portal guns.
Oh yeah, I'd drop 300 easy on that.
Exactly.
It has to make sounds and change colors though.
Definitely has to light up. Put little lights on the wall like those old Ghostbuster toys where put Slimer. Well, never mind. Are y'all too young for Ghostbusters?
I got the Ghostbusters.
I had a Ghostbusters gun when I was a kid. It shot Nerf darts, but it would also project the ghost like Slimer on the wall, so you could project it and shoot.
Oh, that's cool. So everywhere you point, you'd be
right.
Accuracy,
fire at him. Yeah,
accuracy would be great. I'm gonna bring up my next points that I'm gonna read off of G4A, and the first one is
okay. Now we're stealing content. Yes,
I'm not stealing content. It's a discussion based on
their discussion.
News.
Okay. Oh, all right. So
I just want to say what's new.
Outlet.
So this is just what's new. I'm not going to read off what it is. I'm just stating facts. Capcom confirmed plans for a Resident Evil themed restaurant in Shibuya, Japan.
I still say that banner looks photoshopped.
Scheduled for July 13th.
Right. Oh, so it was photoshopped.
Yeah. It's photoshopped.
So what? So it's a cafe and grill. It's called Biohazard, of course. It's going to be Biohazard. But there's going to be a Stars dance team. The plan is to keep the restaurant open for a single year. I mean, that's a long time for a Resident Evil themed restaurant. Yeah. What is the menu going to be like?
Probably.
What would you eat?
It's a grill, right?
I have no. I can't even think of it. T-virus tacos, like.
I don't think I would eat that.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I was about to say
tacos.
And wouldn't the waiters and waitresses always have to be in zombie outfit? Like if you came to my table at Resident Evil themed restaurant and you did not have zombie makeup on and
stars.
What would be the point? I'm like,
what's it? Yeah,
this isn't.
So
they'd have to get into makeup every day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If they look like Alice, they get kicked out.
And then something everyone here loves is Mass Effect 3. So the extended cut DLC released June 26th. So that is
will be amazing Spider-Man. The game.
That's now.
That's today.
That's today.
Oh,
so they launched the Mass Effect DLC and the Skyrim DLC at the same time?
And Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man came out tonight.
You really did pick the greatest day
to have this. Well, it was Monday because of YouTube, so
because
I was
of
going to do Tuesday.
True that.
YouTube.
True that.
So what do you?
It's my fault.
Personally, what do you guys want to see in this DLC?
Do you think Shepard's dead?
Hell no.
Do we have to put spoiler alert?
No, we're fine.
Yeah, if you haven't played the game by now, you should kill yourself.
Also, nobody watches.
Yeah.
This is purely for our benefit to get together and talk about stuff that we're interested in.
There was that one. So I only read
Tell
about
me what
it.
ending you had.
I had. I forget. I did read about the one ending where he still
dancing to the robot.
No, he
takes a breath.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to mean
old man.
Did you hear about the
telling his
telling
story.
the story. It's a story.
Of the shepherd.
Of the shepherd.
Did you hear about the what's that trance that they put the Reapers put everyone under? Remember, it had the Asari lady under Saren's trance. The
indoctrination.
Indoctrination. Did you hear the indoctrination theory?
Mm-mm.
That the ending was entirely Shepard being indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would make everything better.
It would make everything a lot better.
It would be deeper than it, but
I don't know.
My ending was...
I thought that Shepard dying and being rebuilt was hokey and filler. I liked 2, I did.
Yeah.
But going into it, I just felt like it was unnecessary. I was like, there was no reason to really kill him and bring him back to life 2 years later, except for you want to put in time filler and like it's just too intentional and it's too purposeful.
I loved 2, but I didn't agree with that either. But my ending was I chose the middle one because I had the neutral character, so I wanted the middle one. The problem with the ending, everyone thought, being of course that your saga ending was based upon which path you chose, which little bridge thing you went to, so that just destroys everything. My ending was everyone is like light drive shooting to another area and getting off on some like tropical island and like.
What do you mean light drive shoot? They destroyed the
relays. It was before the relays got destroyed. They're going through and then you see this raid trying to catch up to the ship, to the Normandy, but they keep going, and all the Mass Effect drives are destroyed. The relays
just
everything's gone, so they're stranded. Everyone is now that you now brought to Earth is stranded on Earth because the Mass Effect relays are destroyed. If you got the Quarians, if you got the Geth, if you got the Krogans,
right,
they're all in Sol. They're all stranded there, and for whatever reason, Joker, Edie, Garrus, everyone I had ran away from Earth. Like, why would you, Shepard's downed, let's go, let's leave. That's the ending I got. I'll have to do a trailer of it. But it's like, none of that makes any sense. Like, why would you leave your commander there if he's about to die, if he's finally doing the last step into saving everyone? And then I chose the middle one, so synthetics and organics bonded.
And they're one.
And so now, Joker is walking around, he's fine because he's synthetic. You can see that he's got the little things on his face. And
those are the options. You either take control of the Reapers,
which is what
that's a good one.
The Elusive Man wanted.
Yeah.
Which is the bad one.
The bad one.
You combine synthetics with organics, which is neutral, and then kill all synthetics, which... How is that good if the Geth are on your side? If the Geth have now...
Well, it depends because you might not get the Geth. You might get Tali, but in your saga, Tali was dead.
Yeah, my Tali was died.
She pissed me off because the Quarian
I think she died in 2
on the ship. I was like, you know what? Fuck.
No, she wasn't in 2, was she?
Huh?
She died.
She wasn't in 2.
How did she die? I forgot how my Tali died.
You got everybody blasted at the end of yours.
At the end of 2, everyone... Because I ran right through it. I didn't do the upgrades to the ship or anything.
I actually took the time because my little brother told me.
I didn't know that.
He said, oh, at least take enough time and get enough minerals that you don't get fucked in the end. Oh, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. No one told me that. No one told me about the loyalty quests. I was like, fuck these loyalty quests. So everyone died at the end of my 2. I was left with Garrus and...
You're always Garrus.
I like Garrus. I freaking love Garrus.
And I didn't like that they ruined his face in 2.
I was fine with that.
I was not. I thought he was an attractive...
He was an attractive Turian.
He was an attractive Turian. I thought he was an attractive Turian. No.
Okay.
He was. Like, his face.
I just want my decisions to matter, and that's what they say they'll do this time.
And they didn't.
Because...
Well,
this time they're saying that's what the DLC will fix, but...
I thought they just said it's going to help it. That it's not necessarily going to...
I mean, it's a trilogy. I put 60, 70 hours of my life into this for it to not all matter at all in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm pissed off.
Final Fantasy X.
That's what I'm pissed off about. It's just, they were supposed to have 16 different endings,
Yeah.
And little tweaks, little
3.
You know, don't make any. I didn't get the breath ending. I didn't get him breathing. But yeah, so.
He's now.
Shaq, what else? Let's power through this real quick since
we have gone a really long
we've gone
time.
really long this time. We've gone long within the first one.
Awesome.
So
Good job.
what do we got?
Sorry, I apologize again. I'm never coming back. Sorry.
We'll come back. We'll give you one topic next
Right.
time.
You're gonna have to keep me on a single thing.
Okay, Shaq. What do you got?
Basically, re-releases and stuff. Yes, I will say it. It's 2, so we can drink later.
Okay, let's go.
Re-releases and stuff like Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3 are going to be re-released on the PlayStation 3.
Why? For
So you
what
can
reason?
Grand Theft Auto 3 HD?
Yeah, high definition, and you don't have backwards compatibility.
Okay, 3. Fine, that's fine. That was my original. That's what got me on. So.
Nice, you're so young.
Yeah, put the cheat in, get the
Yeah,
ambulance.
he said Pokemon Red and Blue 7th grade. I was like, whoa. More like 8 or 9 years old for me.
Sorry. Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, they're going to get re-released with trophies, so you have achievements now.
So, it's like an arcade. It's going to be like, is it only on PlayStation?
They ain't said on it. Re-released on PlayStation 3. And what I'm looking forward to, Final Fantasy 7 HD.
You guys and your fucking Final Fantasy 7.
7 was amazing.
That's...
Black guy with a machine gun for
What?
him.
Hold on. Okay. This is a podcast in itself as well.
And Bear was because
there's a lot of podcasts.
What makes Final Fantasy 7 so great? Take out the story. Look at it as just a video game. That's it. A piece of technology and software. Why is it good?
Really?
Why?
You
What
ever
made it good? It's
besides the
time-based
story.
combat, which I freaking hate in an RPG. That drives me so crazy because in an RPG I want to sit and think about it.
You can turn that off.
You can turn off time-based?
Yes.
Touche. And graphics were freaking terrible. Don't even argue that they were good. Do not look at me and tell me that
Graphics don't
were
make a
good.
game, bro.
Okay, I'm just adding to the negatives here. I'm adding to the cons.
Okay, how old were you when it came out?
I don't know, but I played it when I was 13. I had a decent grasp on video games then.
I'm just saying. For me, when that came out, it was like watching...
Compare that to like Dragoon or something.
Compare it. Legend of the Dragoon came out 2 years after Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much... Legend of the Dragoon is better.
But it's not that much better.
It's not enough. It's not 2 years better.
I just don't see where your loyalty lies with this video game because the sound was terrible. It was like I could have put that together with a MIDI board in like 15 minutes. I could have thrown that together. What's tying you to this game?
Wait. The sound for
7.
the orchestra, like whenever Aerith is dying?
No, I'm talking about general, like not big stuff.
And the
that's
basis for the music, the music, the black mages, you've heard them, right? Have you heard the Black Mages play?
I don't think so.
Okay, you should listen to them. They take that music, all the Final Fantasy music, not just 7.
Oh, it's a real band?
Yeah.
Oh,
Japanese
cool.
band.
That's cool.
Electric
Square Enix,
guitars.
there's
and,
nothing-
That's cool.
You've got to listen to it. So, anyways, they take those that you could do with your keyboard, and they elaborate on them, and you realize the depth and complexity of those very simple musical beats.
But
And
it's after it's been added onto.
well, no, they take the core or
Okay.
the basic, and it is basic, but you can't take. It takes it's a lot harder to turn Twinkle Twinkle Little Star into something that would sell out an audience, which is pretty much how basic the Final Fantasy music is. It's like
It's pretty
dee,
bad.
dee, dee. Okay,
It's pretty bad.
but to take that and to turn it into something an orchestra can do
Yeah.
and sounds amazing, there was always something there that was really good.
Okay, I'll also give you that one.
But the graphics were really good when it first came out. They were really good at the time.
Yeah.
Coming
His
from
arms are like Popeye.
It was a PlayStation 1.
It was a very original PlayStation. I mean, it
Crash
was like
Bandicoot looked better than that.
Yes, but Crash Bandicoot was
Spyro
an
was
orange
amazing.
little
Crash
thing.
Bandicoot was on rails, though. All you had to do was you could draw.
Spyro wasn't on rails.
No, Spyro wasn't. But Spyro, the first Spyro didn't look.
I thought Spyro was pretty good.
The first one did not look good.
It didn't look that great. I don't think it looked that great.
All right, so let's talk about story now because I feel like the story is what is the only thing that has.
Well,
what else did you have?
Chocobo breeding and the materia system were
Okay, yeah. I actually enjoyed the materia system.
customizable spells,
Yeah.
and you learn things
I
off the
genuinely
spells.
enjoyed that,
You can
yeah.
go and farm and find different ones, all the different materia and Knights of the Round or Lucky Sevens and Knights of the Round Table and the extra content after it's over, the optional content. This is all new. You gotta understand. These are concepts that there wasn't this stuff at the time. There wasn't, after the Elite Four, I can go to the Johto region and do all this other stuff that's like past in game. The weapons that floated around that you could optionally fight or not, that wasn't really done too much, except for other Final Fantasy games. So take away.
So all of that things that I hate about it that make it a game. Alright, what did you guys think about Advent Children? I loved the hell out of that.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
because it took
own it.
Final Fantasy VII and it put it in a different format. I thought it's where it belonged. I don't think Final Fantasy VII should be a game.
That's like saying that you shouldn't think Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect shouldn't be a game because it's really just a really good story.
Well, it's a book though. It's also books. It's also comics. It's also
But it was
other
originally
things.
a game.
But I just feel like
and
so
those
much
books and
better
stuff
to me as an freaking anime.
Well, it's Japanese.
So
I mean,
much
of course.
better.
Advent Children was amazing. I love Advent Children, but
I just think that was the wrong format.
It's only because that's not something that gets you
for you guys
into gaming. You like Umbrella,
I will if
right?
they do if they do an HD7, I will buy it and I'll give it another chance.
Okay, but think about this: you like Resident Evil, right?
Yes.
The Umbrella. You'll play the shit out of Resident Evil games. Why?
Because Resident Evil was a terrible game, wasn't it?
Resident Evil, the first one.
But you'll still go back and play it,
I'll
right?
still go back and play it.
On the
That's your
PlayStation.
trigger for gaming. That whatever they did for you to like them, that's your trigger. Final Fantasy had so much new stuff. It implemented so many things to the point where we're like, damn, we want that.
Resident Evil is zombie games.
Resident Evil is just a really
like
bad zombie
is
movie.
the Ramiro of video games.
It's a wrong format for Resident Evil 1.
This podcast is not even going to get uploaded.
What? First,
You better do some serious cut.
Can I at least?
something.
So even though I was defending Final Fantasy VII, it's
I
not
got
my
my
favorite one,
balls
and
handed to me in
and
this
I
episode.
and I feel like that. You know, it's not. I mean, yeah, it's in the top 5 of Final Fantasy games, and it was definitely a turning point in my life. But my top Final Fantasy games, it would probably be 5th, I guess. So
I can't even think of the characters in that one. I've got
7?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then that's all the rest. But I don't have 5. I can't think of 5 right now.
Wait,
We need to end this.
5 like
Final Fantasy 5.
5 was. So Final Fantasy 4 was Cecil Kane, Rosa, and then
I've got nothing up.
Final
up
Fantasy
till 6
6 is Sabin and
I've got nothing up
Edgar
till
and
6.
Terra.
in my head. But yeah, so
Tactics was my favorite Final Fantasy. All right,
yes, you're gonna end with that. Damn.
let's stop.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
We got an outro. Got to outro this thing for this ridiculously extended version of Rumble
It's
Pack Podcast.
all my fault.
No. I'm Shaquille Courtney.
John, by the way,
John Stinnett, honorary member. We'll
guest speaker,
I'll be thinking about
commentator.
whether I want him to come back or not. And I'm Trey Quintero. We are cameramanless without Justin, so give him some crap if you watch this. Thanks. Bye. I don't know why I'm about to shut this because I'm not.
Boop.